Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So excited to be here with you today. I have such a great topic. Today, I'm going to be talking about what's the best way to save for your child's education. And we hear so many things about the different vehicles that were made specifically for our child's education. One of them is called like a 529 plan, which is a good vehicle. But there are a couple little secret tips I wanted to share that I used while saving for my kids' education as well as their actual education. So that were very great cost saving things. So what people can do. So the difference between what a 529 plan is just for your kids' college savings. And you can put money in there under your child's name. Now, if that child does not go to college, you can roll it to another child or use it for yourself. But that money must be used for college or university uh, expenses. Cannot be used for anything else, or else you'll get penalties on the money, the earnings in it. And it goes in there after tax for federal. In some states, you can deduct it. Um, I'm not sure about all state rules. I know Pennsylvania, though, you can deduct it. But the vehicle that I wanted to talk about today, saving for your kids' education, is actually called a Roth IRA. So, a Roth IRA was invented for retirement savings. And the Roth IRA allows you to put money into a retirement account after tax. Now you're limited on the amount you can put into it. It changes every year. It's around $5,000-6,000 a year right now, I believe. Depending on your age, that matters too. You can look it up. What the amount you're allowed to put in every year. So anyway, so you ask why put my child's education money into a Roth IRA? Several reasons. One is it doesn't count against them when they're filing for financial aid. So the 529 money will count against them while they're filing for financial aid. However, any kind of retirement savings you have does not count against your child when they're looking at financial aid. So that's the one great little tip there. And the other thing is, if your child doesn't go to college, tip number two is you have that money in your retirement account. You just save it there for retirement. Um, there's no need to worry about it. So that is the vehicle that I use. And you can take retirement money out for education without any penalties. So that's the other thing. And even in a Roth IRA, you can always take the principal out for anything. That's why I love Roth IRAs. They are my savings vehicle that I use and I max out every year because the earnings in a Roth IRA don't count against your taxes until ever, unless you take the earnings out before your retirement age, 59 and a half. That's one. You never get taxed on the earnings in a Roth IRA. Two, you can take the money out for the principal, the amount that you put in. You can take the principal out for any reason at all. You want to invest in a house, you can take the principal out. Can't take the interest and earnings out, the growth out, but you can take the amount of money that you've put in out because it was never deducted from your taxes. So it's a great savings model just in general, but it's also a great savings model for your kids' education. So that's my little secret tip about saving for college. So the other thing I wanted to share today is the one thing I did with my children was I incentivized them to, they wouldn't have to get student loans if they commuted to college and went to a state school. So it saved me money and it saved them money. So a couple of my kids did go that route, and they came out of college with little or no. They did try to live on campus for a little while at different colleges and decided that wasn't for them. So they came home and commuted to college, and they're coming out of college with no debt, which is amazing. Because, for instance, the college I sent my kids to is a really good college locally here in Pennsylvania. It's called West Chester University. My son just graduated, if you saw any posts on that. And it's $5,000 a semester, and it's a really, really good education. So think about, how much money everybody's going to save there, right? $10,000 a year is nothing for a good education in college. And the two kids that went to the local West Chester College state school both got really, really good jobs. So there's no stigmatism around that. They're both working for two different Big Four accounting firms. So one's working for KPMG and one's working for Price Waterhouse. So it doesn't really matter what college you go to, unless you're going to go to an Ivy League like Harvard or, UPenn or something. Like, why sink all that money into an education and just having your children live on campus so they can get to experience adulthood without having to foot the bill, or have loans to foot the bill. And then they're starting life off in debt. So, all my children have left the nest since college. And that was my goal, and can support themselves. So, and they're not having to worry about this huge debt hanging over their heads while they're trying to support themselves. So what often I find sometimes happens with a lot of people I know whose children live on campus, get all the loans, come out of college with, a mortgage payment, they can't even afford to live on their own. So they're going to be probably stuck with you for another 10 years. So anyway, it's just a little tip I wanted to share. How I saved for college, how I taught my children how to be conscious about, where they're going to college, but is it really necessary to put all of that money into college and come out with this huge debt and then have to worry about paying that back and trying and really wanting to live on their own. So I hope this helps. And for those of you who have children who haven't gone to college or still younger, and think about all the things, right? Do you want your kids to come out of college with a mortgage payment that they're going to have to pay for 10 years, or maybe help them make the right choices of what college to go to, maybe live at home, even go to a community college? I know there's such a stigmatism around that, but even go to a community college for a couple of years and then transfer to a state school, because the only thing you really need to put on your resume is the last college you were at and the one you actually graduated from. So today I wanted to share that with you so you can help your children make great choices when it comes to college and where they go and how you can save for it as well. So I hope this helped, and I'd love to hear your comments and thoughts around this. Thanks, and have a great day.